everybody. My name is Lauren Judson. I am an actor, director, theater professor, and I am also a poet who is currently getting her MFA from New England College. I'm going to read some poetry for you today, but before I do that, I just want to say thank you to Boog City. This is my first time reading here, so I'm very excited about that. And I also want to say thank you to Dimitri Reyes, who asked me to be here today. So thank you to both. As I said, I'm going to read some poetry. I have a selection of poetry that I've been working on a lot lately, so I hope you like it. My first poem is titled, Kelly Clarkson Got Fat, and That's All Anyone Could Talk About. And so I eat until I can't feel anything but full. So full, so full, so full. I'll hate the sound of your voice less in the morning. I'll scrape my tongue after I brush away the remnants of low-fat peanut butter eaten with a spoon and dried apricots, both withered sweets, and I will eat until I am so full, full, full. Wonderings of Saturday morning cartoons and seasick buoys can cloud my vision again, stopping the meat-hungry world from devouring my liver and kidneys. Come on down. Pork and beans is not so bad. It'll fill you up. So full, so full, so... The next poem I'm going to read for you is titled, Yes. And the ring sits in an envelope, in a drawer, in the bedroom. Bits of glue stuck to the edges, gritty and gray. It burns a hole in the wood. I wish he'd just ask me already. Not that question, but a different one. What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? I am sure the answer is my hair, my face, my stomach, my mouth, my tongue, my... And the ring sits in a tulle sachet, in an envelope, in a drawer, in my bedroom. I think my pillow has grown jealous. A moonstone crown fanning my hair into small bridges that lead nowhere special. He's like an eel, watertight and ghostly. My oversized skin steals his heat, sweating and staining cheap satin. He smiles and murmurs things like, somebody's doing that airtight thing again, and Jack stalked her, but the trellis lit on fire anyway. The next poem I'd like to read for you is called If I Could Reach a Little Farther. I was reading an article one day about interesting words, and I found this word, acnestis, which is the itch in between your shoulder blades that you can't quite reach, and I was so delighted to find this word that meant this thing, and I had never heard it before. So I wrote this poem, and I hope you like it. If I could reach a little farther. My fictional body hides bells in an acnestis, ringing lot of Zenergy chimes lost in the ripples of a clawfoot tub. My fictional body smuggles sugar instead of just asking to borrow a cup. She'll beg for butter, never forgetting how it feels to kneel on concrete. My fictional body drowns houseplants with epiphoric fanaticism, so convinced they'll die the second she turns away. My fictional body perjured one too many goddamn times. No choice but to hold her in contempt. She's beautiful, locked up gray noise, too far away for me to ever reach. I'm too wide to fit between the bars. She's too skinny to care. The next poem I have for you is titled, Eddie. In the bathtub, my teeth are yellow starfish sand dollars. I smile with lips shut, amused enough. The ants are back again this season. Despite the traps, they keep coming back anyway. They crawl all over the tub as I bathe, only half deep, shaving legs, knowing we'll have sex in the dark tonight. It's not fucking, too primal. It's not making love, though you'll say my name enough times so you can say it was. The ants are back again this season. despite a late cold spell. They're lean and searching, avoiding all the water drops. I like to drown them, murder by association. Starving takes too long. Feeding them poison till they bloat is too quick. I want to watch them swirl down the drain like a water park slide and imagine a carnival in the sewers. But today, I let them search, watching and shaving and washing all the parts of my body you might kiss. Bloated but starving, I swirl the drain this time with all the bits of hair I slice off, red dots of rash burn where I took the sin off. Your hands will soothe the sting, and I'll pretend I feel sexy when you go down on me. The ants are back again. The next poem that I have for you is titled, I Never Lived Near a Creek. I sliced my arm so the blood would gather at the refuge of my wrist, coagulating into thick clots of Rust River coins. I walked the path from my elbow, following the cold swooping down gravity's edge. I swam in its deep end, choking on the copper, just killing time, fishing for lamprey and lovelorn stonefish, picking at bits of frogs at the blood rim. I remember the lightning and how it lit your face as you watched me dance. I ate the apples you gave and the worms that lived inside. I could never eat enough. I danced and sang in the rain, a magpie gasping at whatever was in front of my lips. Empty at the ground, burlap flowers and pearls. The way you tilted your head was the wrong kind of smell wafting through the vents. I want to rip off the used sticker as if I'm a book, and pour acid on the glue residue, and then, maybe, I'll never be hungry again. I have two more poems for you. This first one is called Non, je ne regrette rien, which is French for No, I Regret Nothing. I love that song, if you know it, and I have always wanted to write a French poem, and so I was listening to the song one day, and this was the poem that I wrote. Non, je ne regrette rien. I lost my shadow in the mid-afternoon sun on the Pont de la Tournelle as I marveled at how quickly Notre Dame burned. She had grown alien to me, no longer the padding under my feet, connecting soul to ground, nothing left in common. I was singing into the buttresses, pronouncing my space as ever-growing, ever-starving, deserving of Puy d'Amour and a glass of Merlot. She wanted to hide in the cracks of the quarried stone, marble bits jacketing her in glacier blue comfort. She stretched herself into an otherness, missing the round and pointed arches of hips, thighs, breasts, and belly. So much fullness pulled into taut lines fractured by the cracks. I watched her go for a moment. Someday I'll miss her. But for now, I want to watch the workers rebuild the roof and spire of the cathedral with 1,200-year-old oaks, smelling of wood rot and mushrooms. This is my last poem that I have for you. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody involved in this and putting together the in-person and the recorded events like I am doing. I wish I could be there, but thank you for including me and thank you for all the work that you've done for this. My last poem is called It's Just a Joke. I am so fat I can't even jump to a conclusion, and I brought a spoon to the Super Bowl. And even my car has stretch marks, and my blood type is ragu, and I sit around the house, and I don't skinny dip, I chunk dunk, and my scale says, to be continued, and I might eat you if I'm hungry enough, and if you want to burn some calories today, set me on fire. And when I go to the movies, I sit next to everybody, and when I wear heels, I strike oil, and I jump in the air and get stuck. And when my beeper goes off, everyone thinks I'm backing up. And never give me food for thought. I'll eat that too. Thank you.